We'll be starting soon, in a minute or two. Do mute your mics. Thank you. Okay, I will begin. Hi, good evening, everyone. Nice to meet all of you, and thank you for your interest in our scholarship to code. Okay, so first of all, my name is Matthew, and together with me is Jing Yong, another of my teammate. Okay, and this meeting will be recorded and it will be uploaded to our website, so you'll be able to see it whenever. Okay, so this is the webinar for Scholarship to Code. Okay, so this is where you will learn about software development and how to break into the tech industry. So this is a scholarship basically to learn software development. Okay, so and I think we are very happy to announce our partners for this program, the Shopper 360 group of companies. Okay, they will be funding your education, and also they will be giving you some job opportunities, so you'll be able to work with their group of companies. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on, and now I'm going to talk about how this whole scholarship program works and who are the people involved in this program. Okay, do mute your microphone, please. Thank you. Okay, and so yeah, so basically for the people who are involved, let me move on to the next slide. Sigma School is Sigma School actually. Okay, so so Sigma School is our education arm. Okay, so we are a business and we are a coding bootcamp. So what we do is we teach to you and how to break into the tech industry. Okay, so our all you can do this all within 4 months if you're fast. Okay, so basically you'll cover all this, and our course is ran in English as well. Okay, so and another part of us is Sigma Studios. All right, Sigma Studios is our tech agency that receives real world projects. So basically people will ask like, hey, website, and can you like help us with this, help us with that, anything to do with software development or web development, we do cover it. Okay, so and we also have Talent Loop, so we have some hiring partners and also companies that we are connected to, right? So these people, they hire. So I understand that like for refugees, there are some legal limitations, so not everyone will hire, but so for now, that's why we are working with Shopper 360, and they are happy to provide the top talents with some employment. Yeah, so in their software part, so you can kickstart your. So that's very interesting. All right. Okay, hold on. Let me admit this and go to the next slide. All right. It's Shopper 360. All right. So Shopper 360 is actually a public listed company. Means that you can buy their stocks and shares in the stock market, and they're a very big company. Okay, so they have all these companies under them. Wait, hold on. Somebody is sharing their screen. Okay, so I will continue my presentation. Can you all see my screen still?
No.
Okay,
Matthew, I think you turn it off and reshare again just to be safe, so everyone can see.
Let me do that. Yeah, because somebody. Yeah, don't worry. Let me just stop sharing and reshare again. But yeah, so that is Shopper 360. I was sharing about Shopper 360. Let me stop my screen sharing. Okay, so now who is this Shopper 360 group of companies? So Shopper 360 is a very established marketing company with 30 years of experience. So an expert in all the parts of about marketing and the sales funnel. They have a range of products, okay? And they have branches in Singapore, Malaysia, and also Myanmar. Okay, so for Myanmar, it's Citimart, Singapore is NTUC FairPrice, and for Malaysia, it's many convenience outlet stores, petrol marts across Malaysia. So it's a big company, and these are all the they provide the systems within all these companies, some of the marketing systems, and they help them grow their business. Okay, so let me admit this. Okay, and so that's Shopper 360, and the people who are actually going to hire you, all right, these are the people who are part of the Shopper 360 that does a lot of software development, coding, and even data. So this is Boost Order. Boost Order is one of the companies. They are a multi-sales channel order and pay automation software solution. So very big words, but basically they make softwares that help people automate their payment and orders. So it helps very big companies also. So this one, they help them to improve their cash flow and their sales. So it's a good company, and when we were speaking with them as well, they were saying that they do have a lot of trainings and a lot of engagement activities for their staff. So that's very interesting. Yeah, so you can see that like they even have a deal with UOB, and they're one of Shopper 360's companies. And the other company who may employ you is Avinity Analytics. So this is a data company. All right. So if anyone is interested in data, this may be the pathway for you. So they mentioned if once you have background in software development and you know how to code a bit, you can pick up all these things along the way. So this is Avinity Analytics. They use data analytics, AI, and automation. So, and they help them to improve supply chain efficiency. So they can automate a lot of things and make sure all their supplies, everything flows in smoothly. Yeah, and they are also one of the hiring partners and Shopper 360's group of companies. Okay. So this is an overview of the program. So I think you heard about us from Asylum Access or UNHCR, or maybe even through your schools. All right. And so this is all thanks to them as well. That's why a lot of us are here. And for the assessments, all right, I'll be talking about the assessments a bit more, but Shopper 360 will also review your assessment. So they will call their IT leads and all, and they will see who has potential. Yeah, so they'll be involved in the process as well. For the education part, that is our complete software development program. So this is the scholarship to study this program. So usually the cost is about 12,000, 10,000 to 12,000, about 8,000 to 12,000, depends on the type of course. But yeah, you'll be learning how to become a software developer. And throughout the time in your education, Shopper 360 will be getting some information about your attendance and everything, because yeah, we really want you to complete the course. It's a short course, and we believe you can do it. We believe that we'll be selecting people who want to follow through to the end of the course. Yeah, and that's very important to us. Yeah, and then for the jobs part, for the jobs part, my bad. Okay, yeah, so I've covered it earlier, Avinity Analytics, Boost Order, Sigma School, and we also have some connections with Skillio in Singapore, which can provide you internships in Singapore as well. So yeah, that also can kickstart your career. So, but again, to mention about the jobs, we are not promising any jobs, but one thing about software development is that you can get remote jobs. You can work anywhere in the world. You can apply for jobs anywhere in the world, but you have to be able to communicate with the remote team. You have to be able to communicate you have to be able to work alongside like how they want their company to work. Yeah. So it's at the end of the day, we are providing you with a skill that you can use anywhere, really. It's very, very valuable right now, and I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that. Yeah. So, all right, I'll move to my next slide. So this is where I hope all of you pay extra attention. So this is the overview of our application process. So we are setting some deadlines. We are setting some timelines for you to follow. Okay. So first off, all right, is our registration. So I hope, I think most of you have registered. If you have not received any email, all right, later at the end of the call, there will be a form. All right, I will send out a link and then you can type your comments there. Or any questions you have, also you can type it in the comment box right now. Okay, just type it in. Jin Yong will help you with it. All right, so registration. So you submit your details on the form and we will check out everything you write here lah. So this one, you should try to do it as soon as possible. Okay, so this one, because the assessment is a bit heavy, all right? So I know earlier what happened was we asked you to, for some of you who registered early on, we asked you to submit your code in CodePen, all right? To do something in CodePen, but we have changed it a bit so that you see our materials and get to understand a bit of like, yeah, how the learning style is. Okay, so over here you will submit and then you'll get an email. All right, and the email will show you how to do your assessment. Okay, so the assessment is important. It's quite heavy, so we have two free courses for you. Okay, one is the coding basics experience. So this is important because coding basics, you need to understand the foundation. What does it mean to code? What is like the logical thought process when it comes to coding and all these things, okay? So all this is very important. And you will learn that in your coding basics experience course, okay? And then after that, it's your 6-in-6 projects. Here, this is where you will fill up your Replit profile, okay? So what you will do is you will write your code, okay? You will learn how to write your code in the coding basics and 6-in-6 course. You'll write your code and then you will submit it to a platform called Replit, okay? So over here, if you make your codes public, we can see all your codes and that's how we will assess you, okay? That's how we will assess you. So make sure that this step is very important because what happened is when I sent out the second step, what happened is a lot of people, they submit it and then maybe some is not public or some never submit completed ones and things like that. Okay, so but we will be going through your applications soon and throughout, and we have been going through it a bit already lah. Okay, so but for now, we are setting the deadline at 30 October 2023. Okay, so which means you have about 42 days to do it. 43 days to do it. Okay. So, yeah. So basically you have 43 days to do it. And what you need to do is all in the email. So mainly it's the coding basics and then the 6-in-6. And then after you finish that, it's your video interview. All right. So your video interview, usually you should expect it like a bit later once you have completed the course. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the next slide. So now I'm going to go a bit deeper. So this is step 1, application. So I'm sure if you have registered, you should have seen this form. All right. And once we have received your information, you should receive a follow-up email regarding your next steps. All right. Again, if you haven't received anything, you can write in the comments again. And remember, this is a new one. So if you got the old one where we asked you to do the Explorer Lab, that one is a bit of a different one, and we apologize if anyone has actually done that already. Yeah, so this is a new one where you'll be doing the coding basics experience and the 6-in-6. Yeah, and this is in a sense a requirement lah for you to follow through with the course. All right. So this is the coding basics experience and 6-in-6. We expect you to do this from now until end of October. So here you will learn more about coding for free. All right, you will work on simple projects, which then will be submitted to us through your Replit profile. This will show us that you have the understanding and capacity to learn with us. Okay, so yeah, it's important because we want people to finish the course. Coding is a bit challenging, but if you can take up challenge, it's good for you. All right. So that's the coding. The coding basics and the 6 in 6. So the thing will look a bit like this, and you'll learn a bit more lah. And then the next one is our assessments. So you'll complete and you'll submit on Replit, and this is what we will see. We won't see your 6 in 6 and everything, but we will see the projects that you learn from the 6 in 6 in your Replit profile. Okay, this will be used throughout your time in Sigma School and maybe even during employment. So some employers, if you work in the tech team, they will also ask you to use a platform like this where you can work on shared code and share your code, and maybe you'll use this when you work. So yeah, somebody muted me. Make believe.
Sorry, that was my fault. I wanted to do
Okay,
something.
no worries. It's all right. Okay, so could you, Jin Yong, can you answer the questions in the comment section? Or
Yeah,
if not,
sure.
if you cannot later, I will cover it. Okay, and then the last step is the video interview. Okay, so this is one of our coaches. He'll be teaching you. And so you'll upload a video of yourself to Loom. This will be the final stage of your interview. So we should let you know that you are selected around 18 to 22nd December. Okay. So what you need to do is 14 days after you receive after you finish your assessment and we send you the email. So you should try to finish the video interview lah. Just finish it as soon as possible. Yeah. So you record yourself and upload it to somewhere called Loom. All right. So yeah, I know we are asking you to learn a lot of platforms and everything, but this is very important when you go and work as a software developer. If we cannot navigate like apps and websites, it's very difficult to create, and learn. Okay. Yeah. So hold on. Okay. And then now I will go on to the next part. All right. Which is our complete software development program. Okay. So after you finish all these assessments already, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? What are you going to learn? All right. So one thing I think Jin Yong is here to share a bit more about this complete software development program. Here's where he will take you through how our learning model is, how it will look like in class, what you will learn, what you will cover, and how we can give you the skills to get a software development job. Yeah. Okay, let me share another slide, and then I will invite Jin Yong to speak. All right, Jin Yong, are you ready?
All right. So I'm taking over, for this one.
Yep, I'm sharing. No worries.
Okay. Yep. So give me 1 minute to set up.
Do you want to share or you want me to share?
I think since you're already using the screen, your one should be fine.
Okay. I will move.
Okay. All right. So hi guys. Once again, thank you everyone for those who are able to make it today. Okay. So anyone here feel that you're too young or too old not to get started coding? Yeah, can raise up your hand. If you feel that way. Got one, huh? Oh, one or two. All right. Yeah. How old are you guys? Maybe you can just put it in the chat. I just want to know what's the age audience that we have with us today. Yeah, because when I'm teaching in class, there's a lot of wide range that we teach, right? So we have our younger student, which is 15 years old. Our older student is 55 years old. All right. So if you feel that you're 33, 34, and you feel that, oh my gosh, I'm too 2.0.
Is
No worries. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Good.
Matthew, for the slide, right? Can you just refresh real quick because I think I just updated it. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Matthew, let me just share my slide instead, I think. Okay. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Still can, Yeah, I think my side lag a bit. Okay, so there's no age that's too young to start, and I think you guys are perfectly in the right place tonight. Okay, so just to let you guys know, this is our Sigma School. What we do is we have an online co-learning community, right? So that means you don't need to come physically to class, right? Everything can be done online. And because you will be also looking for remote jobs, working everywhere, right? That's why you get started when you're learning already do it online. So when you're working, you're also used to online already. Okay, we also make it fun and gamified. So every time you make a progress, right, we can keep track of it. And at the same time, you can collect points and you can collect our Sigma School merchandise as well. Okay, we focus a lot on the real world projects as well, so that you are job ready in a very short amount of time. Okay, so like in uni, there's a lot of theory. There's a lot of things to learn and understand. But for us, we want to we teach you the real world projects so that once you know how to code it out, we know straight away that you understand, right? It's not just head knowledge, but it's actually real world projects that you can show to your employers and they can confidently know that you have the skill sets they are looking for, right? And that's what's most important in the tech industry right now. Yeah, right. It's not head knowledge, but it's actually you can code the things that they want. Okay, so what you get in Sigma School, we actually have our Sigmaverse. This is where it's like a gamified Zoom where you can meet online with your friends, discuss ideas, share, talk about code and all. Right. We also have an online learning platform, a lot of real world projects for you to build, which I'll be showing you later on as well. All right, and a progress tracker so that we at least we know where is everyone's progress at, and we know how is everyone doing. Okay, so now in our Sigma School course, we have 4 parts to it, right? So the first part is fundamentals. This is where if you are total new beginner who have no coding background, right, then this is a perfect starting point for you, right? Because we have students who come from no coding background before, and they can learn it up in just a few short weeks with us. Okay, so fundamentals, you'll be building a lot of awesome projects. You'll see that there's a lot of projects everywhere. There's a Spotify clone, Airbnb clone. All these applications you guys got use? Any of them, any familiar ones to you? Yeah, which app would you look forward to building? Out of all these applications here. Maybe you can just drop one quick write, one quick message in the chat. Yeah, is it a Shopee clone? Is it a Spotify clone, Twitter clone, right? Airbnb, yeah, Airbnb pretty cool, right? Spotify is also pretty cool because you can listen to the music after that. Nice. Okay, so you can see that some of you are actually have some experience, so you guys will be very much faster in that sense. Okay, so this over here is what you can see is our tech stack that we teach. Vue.js, GraphQL, Svelte, Golang, Node.js. So if some of you are familiar with this, it's a big bonus. But if not, learning from scratch is perfectly fine. That's what our course is meant to do. Okay, so we have some students who just built a Dino game clone. They went for a badminton game. They checked with with their friends, employers, and after that they got hired as well. So it really it covers on a lot of things, right? Our course. Yeah. So this is our back end and our mobile app. So just now, front end is things that you can see visually. Back end is the database, storing data and all that, right? So that's for the back end side. For the mobile apps, we also have as well. So you can build like WhatsApp clone, Grab clone and all that. But usually we recommend, once you finish back end, you can do a capstone full stack project. You are ready to go out and get a job already. Okay, so it really depends on your learning speed. But basically, we call ourselves software development because you'll be building all applications, right? For web, for PC, for mobile, all of the applications they can use in all platforms. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys have an idea, right, what you guys will be building. Okay. So once you're done with the projects and all, we will also help you with job application as well, right? Job prep and job application. So depending on which module that you completed, maybe you just want to do front end, maybe you just want to do back end, or maybe you want to have more opportunities, so you want to do full stack. All right. So then depending on which one, you have to finish off your capstone project. This is where we check whether you understand or not. If you cannot complete it, that means you will need to redo again, or we give you some feedback and tell you what to change, and you need to update your project. Okay, so once you're done, then we will go through with you on the CV preparation. Now, a CV preparation is very important because that's how employers get the first wow, you know, like if they see it's a very good CV, it gives you the next opportunity. It gives you the next step, which is the interview. Okay, so we will guide you through. We have our CEO himself has interviewed more than 500 plus software developers, and we have crafted some of our best resumes based on the top, the top 1 or 2 that we got from the 500 applicants, right? So you would, the structure is what you need to confidently go out there to showcase your skill sets. Yeah. Okay, because you can have 2 programmers doing the same thing, right? Programmer A, programmer B, same skills, same projects, but one can deliver better, right? So which one will you prefer to be? Okay, so we will prepare you to be that programmer A. Okay, you will also, once you're ready, this will take around like 1 week or so, 1 to 2 weeks, then you will start your daily job application. So job applications, then it'll take you around maybe 2 weeks to 1 month, sometimes maybe longer. But I believe with the Shopper 360, you know, to help out, there will be ready pathway for you to explore. Okay, so our job is to give you the tools to be ready, and your job would be to take the tools and make yourself as good as possible, right? Make yourself one of the top talents, and people will get you, right? People will find you, in fact, right? If your skills are very good. Okay, once you're done, once you completed the formula, then follow the steps, you will land your first tech job. Okay, so while we don't guarantee jobs, but there's a lot of opportunities, and that's the skill sets that we provide, we are confident that you can find. Okay, so why do we say that? It's because the tech stack that we're using is actually what some of the top companies are using at the moment. All right, so like Nintendo, Netflix, I think you guys are familiar with all this, right? Uber, LinkedIn, so Vue.js, you know, React and all, these are applications that are used by them as well. I mean, these are softwares that are used by them. So you will be learning how to build it from scratch. Yeah. Okay, so our students, they don't just build projects, but they also serve real-world projects and clients. So these are some of our examples: Limited, Hantago, MenuBase, Carmine.my. All right, so these are projects that our company is currently working on as well. Carmine especially, and yeah, the tech stack is exactly the same, right? That you guys will be learning up. So many more, but these are some of our main ones. Now, you guys may be interested, maybe curious, how does your online peer-to-peer system work then? Okay, so what we do is, number 1, once you get started, then you will join our mentor workshops every week. Okay, so it will be once a week. So that will be on Wednesday. After that, you'll be joining your study buddies. So this will be on Thursday. All right, and after that, you will have joining your mentorship. This one we changed the name already, but we call it a mentorship program, which is on Fridays. But this one is 2 times a week. Okay, I said once in 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's still okay lah. Right, so you will still have enough time to do your own coding. Right, so once you're done, right, we will check whether you have done your module, whether you have done your assessments and your projects, and once you are completed, then we know that you're ready to find your job. Yeah. Okay, so study buddies is something where a group of 2 or 3 people, they come together and then they learn their skills. I mean, they will build a project together in just 4 weeks. Yeah, and really awesome project. Maybe I can choose some later if you have some extra time. All right. Okay, so we also provide you all the support that you need. So the support will include our instructor workshop, which is 1 time a week, mentorship program, bi-weekly, that means once in 2 weeks. Our Q&A industry experts, sometimes it's in the form of podcasts, right? So this will be like 2 times a month, study buddy sessions, 1 time a week. And if you get stuck, by the way, right, you can actually nowadays use like ChatGPT, and all to learn as well. So ChatGPT, Google, these are very powerful resources, and I want you guys to use them in your learning also. Okay, so in the case where maybe the questions can't be answered by either ChatGPT or Google, then do schedule a call with us, and we will guide you. Maybe it's on your code, or maybe it's on your career advice. Yeah. So we'll be available. Just 1 click away only. Okay. This is our study schedule, right? All fully drawn out, right? So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday you won't have if you haven't done the Wednesday one yet. All right. So just think of it as that's a Wednesday, there's a Thursday, and Friday is once every 2 weeks. That's it. Okay. The other first strong source is ChatGPT. All right. So ChatGPT is very powerful, but please make sure you use it not as a solution provider only. Okay. We had some students who did that and they didn't learn coding much. All right. So use ChatGPT as a teacher. Ask it to explain what do you explain this code, or teach you how to understand the code. Yeah, that's a very important answer, important difference. Okay, so our guiding principle for Sigma School and our students is that we focus a lot on mastery-based learning. So if you know theory, let's say 100 books, right? But the amount of things you can build is just worth 1 book, right? Like the knowledge that you can actually use is just 1 book. It's not worth that much, right? But if you do know how to code out, like let's say 10 projects, right? 10 amount of books, and you can straight away get started on the job, that kind of thing. Then we know that you're more than ready, right, for landing your tech job. Project-based learning, right? So similar to what I just mentioned. So mainly you will be doing projects so that you understand by building. It's also a job-ready curriculum. So at the end of the day, we remove things that are not important. We remove things that are unnecessary and focus on what's needed to get you your first tech job. Yeah. All right. So there are a lot of things you can learn, but we narrow it down for you already. Okay. So the extra things you can learn next time when you're already earning some money, or when you're in a job, and then you can always learn it on the side, kind of thing. Yeah. There'll be pair programming. So that's in your study buddies. Yeah, so that's where you discuss ideas with your friends, because when you are coding, right, you think that you know it, but once you start talking with your friends about the ideas, then it's like, maybe I don't really understand that much. Okay, then you start to be better at explaining, and it's very important because when you're talking to your colleagues online next time, you need to know how to communicate your ideas clearly. Yeah, okay, so learning how to learn, this is very important because we teach our programmers not to be just a programmer for one language, but we train them to become a polyglot programmer. Okay, so polyglot, poly means many, got means language. So that means we teach you to become a many language programmer. All right, so if let's say they throw you Java, they throw you C++, you should be able to learn it up in just 2 weeks, right? Or maximum 1 month. Yeah, because once you know one coding language properly, which will take you maybe 1 month to 3 months, but once you have mastered it, learning the next language will just take you 2 weeks, or maybe even shorter, because the syntax is very similar. For loop, if else, it carries over. Yeah. Okay. Feynman technique is very important for us also, because we believe that as you teach, one person teach, 2 learns. All right. So your ideas are clearer, and your friends learn as well, and you also. Yeah, all right, so those are our guiding principle. We also focus a lot on soft skills, because if everyone has hard skills, how are you going to stand out? All right, and that's where soft skills come in. So soft skills involves knowing how to network effectively, right? If you know 10 people, each of them, they know another 10 people. So straight away, you already have 100 connections ready for you, right? So that's where you have even more job opportunities. remote work best practices. So, things such as simple things like turning on your camera, right? Keeping your video camera on so that your employers can see that you log in, These are small things, but if you don't do it, it's very big red flags for the employers, right? So we teach you what's best practice and, what's necessary. Okay, time management, very important as well. Any jobs you go in, you need to have good time management. Cross-cultural communication. So, be politeful, know how to communicate with your colleagues overseas. Interview tips and advices. Now, I think this one a lot of people are interested in because this is a make or break deal, right? When you try to land your first job. Yeah. Okay. Pitching and negotiating. This is if you're trying to get a good salary, get a fair compensation for the skill sets that you offer. Yeah. By the way, if you land your first tech job and it's not as high as you thought, it's totally fine, right? Because for tech jobs, right, it only goes up from there. Okay, so get your foot in first. That's why we always recommend our students. Get your first foot in. The next few steps that you take is going to be humongous. Yeah, all right. So, and the transition is within 6 months to like 1 year, 2 years, that sort of thing. Okay, we also teach you how to do effective job searching. So, what platforms are there. And in fact, we also have some hiring partners, one of them is like Kira Tech, overseas hiring partners where when we ask them, do you take overseas students, right? They just say their whole team is remote, right? Their whole team they're people from Egypt, from Indonesia, from Philippines, right? So it's crazy, right? Like they don't care. As long as you're overseas, you're good talent, they will find you. Yeah. All right. And communicating your code to non-tech stakeholders. Yeah. So this is just, making sure that your coding language is easy enough to understand. Yeah, right. Because if not, like people who don't know code, they'll be like, huh? What are you talking about? There goes your opportunity. Okay, so student reviews, right? So these are some of our student reviews. As you can see, we have around 130 plus students or 150 plus students at the moment, and a lot of them have actually given us awesome reviews. Yeah. So one common one is a lot of them, they find that they start from zero coding knowledge, but they are able to end with coding out any applications that they want, right? And if not, at least they know how to do it step by step. Yeah, that's the most important part. Yeah, so they also find it easy to understand because we have the mentors to guide them through. And if anything they're not sure on, right, our mentors are there to help out. Yeah, community as well, right? We have an amazing community that just helps each other out. So you don't have to worry about getting lost. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, these are some of the career transitions. Students, they come from non-coding background, right? Let's say accounting student, right? Or perhaps a salesman, for example. All of them, they were able to transition in just a few months with us, right? 4 months, 6 months, and so on. Yeah. Okay, so these are some of our transformation stories. So Junhao, he's actually a friend of mine. We actually studied in the same uni. Yeah. And yeah, just after 3 weeks with Sigma School, he was able to clone any website that he wanted, right? So the selling point was not just the comprehensive content, but they have a supportive peers and mentors. Yeah. By the way, guys, fun fact, I was actually one of the students under Sigma School. All right, so one of the reasons that I joined Sigma School last time was because of the networking, right? Because if I was thinking, if I first join Sigma School, I mean, if I go out to learn coding, right, I need to compete with a lot of computer science students, software engineers, all that. They study 4 years, how are you going to compete with that, right? So one way is knowing people in the industry and knowing where are the job opportunities, right? So that's where networking, like that's where Matthew, who has helped us to partner up with Shopper 360, they know where are the demands, and now you guys have the opportunities to grab those opportunities as well. Yeah. Okay, so Yi Chang, this was one of our previous mentors, amazing guy, and he was raised by an immigrant single mom, couldn't afford to go uni, right? Finish high school. And after that, he joined Sigma School, and now he is working with US projects, easily earning like 10K plus, right? So these are just some of our amazing transformational stories from some of our students. Yeah. So this is Michael James Mona from Philippines, I believe. Yeah, and he's doing very well as well. Yeah. Okay, nice. So I think this is mostly our last slide already. So these are some of our companies hiring our graduates. There's a lot of them. All right. So if any of them happens to be hiring international talents, right, overseas talents, they don't need to require Malaysian. Then yes, there's something that you guys can explore as well. Yeah. Okay, nice. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time, and that's pretty much it from my side. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll pass the time back to Matthew.
All right. Thank you,
Do we
Jin Yong.
have a Q&A session with you?
Huh?
Or-
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Do we
Q&A
have
session now. Okay, so
Oh, all right.
yes, okay, but let me just move to the right screen. Okay, here, this is the one you can take picture, anything like that. And if you are too shy to ask questions, we also have a form. All right, so this is a Google form where you can actually I would recommend if everyone do it lah, so that we roughly know like see whether people understand what I'm saying and things like that lah. Okay. Yeah. So you can check out the link here. Can you see my screen? Can, right? Okay. Yeah. You can. Wait. Yes. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Is everything okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you can fill up the forms. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself. You can ask. You can type in the chat and do fill up the form as well. Okay. Jin Yong, you HTML text-based element. I think that's the module for one of the free courses. Could I know which one are you doing? Are you doing the Explorer Lab one, or are you doing the 6-in-6 and the Coding Basics Experience? So that is the old one. Oh, I thought I shared the permission, but thank you for letting me know. I will open the form. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know. I thought I opened it up. So for you, wait, hold on. Let me just open the form and then I'll get back to you. Yeah. I saw your submission already, and I will follow up with you on email again. Okay. Google Form.
Will you send us an email telling what to do next?
Yeah. So I was answering him. I will reply him. I know I saw his submissions already.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me just open it up. Yeah. So any more questions on the chat, Jin Yong? Do we fill the link? Yeah. So I'm sending you. I'm opening up the form right now. So hold on. I'm not sure why change settings. Wait, do not collect responded input.
Okay. So Pao Piang or Eric, he said how missing out on how long this program? Do you mean tonight's program, or do you mean like the entire Sigma School program? Entire course, right? So for the entire course, it depends on what is your hourly commitment, because one thing is Sigma School is very flexible. But if you are doing a full-time, we are expecting starting at, let's say, 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 12, then, you take a lunch break, and then 1 to 6 continue. So that's 8 hours, right? So if you do 8 to 10 hours a day, that means 9 to 6 and maybe some extra hours at night, then you can look to finish in 4 months and you can start applying for jobs already. Yeah. All right. But of course, if you take longer, it's like, oh, okay, I've got other job to do. I can only do part-time, which a lot of our students are doing, by the way. Then you can only commit, let's say 2 hours, to 4 hours. Then you'll be looking at double the duration. Okay. So it's either 4 months, if not it's 6 months, all the way up to 12 months also got. Yeah. All right. But I'm sure that, if you are able to commit to it, you want to, right? You can be able to see the results much faster.
All right. You can refresh the form now. The form is ready to be filled. You can refresh the form. And also I will reply to Zainab. So basically, if you have done the projects already, so the Explorer Lab projects are almost the same as the 6-in-6 projects. Still can't access the form. Okay, so basically it's the same, almost the same projects, all right? So, and, oh no. Wait, hold on. Why I can't change hold on. But yeah, so basically that's that. And the form is still not working. Oh no, Jin Yong. Wait, hold on.
Okay, wait. The form is still not working. Let me just copy that.
You can check out the
team, right? This one.
Yeah, this one is Google Form on the team account. Yeah.
Let me just do some edit to it.
Yeah, I actually set the settings. Okay, but yeah, if not, no worries. This one is, but for any questions, you can email also the email. So for part-time, usually how many hours do we need to spend? All right. So wait, let me reply the earlier one. So the video recording will be uploaded to our website, over here, www.sigmaschool.co/S2C. All right. So you can find it there in about maybe 2 to 3 days. Okay. So and what's next is also, you just applied for so I will send out the email later. So I have to activate the automation and things like that. Then I only can send out the email. So if you didn't get the email, okay, you just can fill up again. Or if you did the coding basics experience one, if you did the Explorer Lab one, also you can just submit again. I will send it to you. All right.
Okay, everyone, please check the link again. I've just sent it to you. This should be able to work.
Thank you, Jin Yong.
No problem. See, guys, that's why it's important to know tech. Yeah.
So I'm actually the partnership person, and so I don't know much about coding, but Jin Yong knows a lot. Jin Yong is the one that knows about coding lah. So yeah.
Easy.
So just now Eric was asking like computer specs that you need for coding.
Right.
Recommendation?
Computer specs needed for coding, right? So usually I recommend computer specs. Oh, sorry. I thought it was tech stack. But well, let me think. As long as there are any recent laptops within like last 10 years, right? I think should be fine. Yeah, within the last 10 years should be fine.
Yeah,
okay,
it doesn't.
Sorry, guys. Quick one. My instructor calling me. Quick.
Yeah. So, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, the minimum specs are. Honestly, I think that when he said like 10 years ago, the laptops should be okay. Coding is not very heavy, basically. But of course, like, if you buy a too unstable laptop, like your code will lag and all these things, and you don't really want that lah. So I think like, as long as your RAM is like 4/8 gig and not like 2 or 1 gig, like, yeah, I think it should be more than enough. Yeah. These are our office numbers. So, yep. And if anything, just can email here. I have view of this email. So, and our course is in our office is in IOI Boulevard, Puchong. Okay. So IOI Boulevard, Puchong, and for those that register, I think you'll see like how many hours you can commit. So we roughly know whether you can do full-time or part-time. Okay. So the one thing that Shopper 360 is very concerned about is the completion rates lah, right? So I think sometimes like when sometimes like the completion rates may be low, and for all these programs lah, right? And they don't want that lah. So I think what we want is also people who can commit to finishing it. And of course, like if you are looking for a job, we also want to focus on helping you and things like that lah. Okay, so so the Explorer Labs projects is the old one, yeah. So now we are doing the Coding Basics Experience and the 6 projects in 6 days. So you can actually resend it, yeah. I think for you, I just resent it about 4 p.m. I think, Mortal Moth, yeah. If not, I will just press it again later, yeah. Let me check if the automation ran. Yeah, no worries. I think, yeah, so I think it's very interesting. I think there's a lot of free resources online and everything. Like, I think it's very important to yeah, just check it out. And so, by the way, remember our assessment deadline is 30th, and our course actually, we plan to put you in the 15 January one, all right? So 15 January is when your program should start. So if full-time will be 4 months, you can finish it. But if part-time, it really depends on how many hours you commit. Yeah. So I think it's very important to be able to like be disciplined, to put some time aside every night. And one thing about coding is when people get stuck, sometimes they don't know what to do, then they give up, right? But the other thing is you have to learn how to problem solve, right? So I think that's one very important thing as well. You have to know like, okay, if I'm stuck, what do I do? Do I complain to my boss? Do I complain to this? Or do I try and solve it using all these resources like Google, ChatGPT? And yeah, there's a lot of things actually. So anyone got any more questions? You can just write it. And yeah, for those that raise their hands, if they want to ask anything, you can just ask. Is it more... Okay, let me go to the Google form and check it out, all right? So, hold on.
By the way, Matthew, the email link will do it within like a day, right? By tomorrow or something?
Yeah, by tomorrow. I'll send it by tomorrow if you haven't got it.
Okay. So guys, for those that are worried whether the link, whether we give you an email or not, we will message you by tomorrow, right? So if by tomorrow you don't get an email link yet, just message us back and we'll get back to you ASAP. Okay. But by right, everyone should receive an email. Yes, there's a Discord server for Sigma School. Yeah. Do you have to continue your 6th project in 6 days? It will be good to continue to complete it, right? Because that is usually our prerequisite course, or rather it's our starter course that we recommend a lot of students.
Are you going through the questions, Jin Yong?
No, I'm just reading through the message at the moment.
Okay. Let me go through the questions on the form. All right, really quickly. So is the
we can share. Do you want to share your screen or no?
Okay, let me share, then everyone can follow the questions as well. And
all right,
let me stop sharing this. Close this. Share a new screen. All right. So this is our questions that we have. So I think the software and laptop recommendation. So I think software recommendation is more like, what do you mean by software recommendation? I think like coding platform, we do recommend Replit, so you can try it out. Yeah, so I think that's what you need for coding. And laptops, like again, just now, earlier we said, is the whole course online. So there's offline and online options actually. So offline means like you come to Puchong and you learn with us, okay? So do you have to join the Discord? Yeah, so I think like it's important when you start learning if you are in the course with us, you should join the Discord, because I think a lot of tech teams, like you will learn how to communicate, like and a lot of workspaces as well. They use like Slack, they use all this work specific messaging, and Discord is also something like that. And you'll learn how to like work online lah. Yeah. If you need help with the assessment, who should you ask for help? So most of the things is covered in the slides already. Okay, but if you really ask for help, you can try to problem solve by going to Google or ChatGPT. But if you really, you should be able to do that, because the coding exercises and practices that we give you is the most basic. All right. So if it's not working, you can just copy and paste your code, put it into ChatGPT, and ask them, why is this not coming out? Then maybe they will give you an explanation, and you try to understand. Yeah. So ChatGPT is a AI tool, if anyone don't know. Okay, how many hours do you recommend per day to do the program, and how long will it take to finish the program with the recommended hours per day? I'm a full-time worker. Thank you. Jin Young, you want to take that?
Okay, hold on.
Mm.
Alright, sorry. Is it just me, or is the phone ringing?
Not mine.
Not yours, right?
Not mine.
Whose phone is it? Is it
Excuse
mine?
me?
Yeah, can someone mute them?
Can you please send the link again, because I mistakenly left the meet, so it disappeared.
All right, which I was so basically after this, most of the links except the form one will be on the website. Okay, I'll resend the form one, but you all can check the website in about 3 days. I will try to 3-4 days. I will try to upload this meeting as soon as possible, so you can see everything again. And if you need to, we'll write a summary as well. Okay, and
Thank you.
okay, sorry, okay, Jin Yong, sorry, you can continue.
Yes. Sorry, what was the question again? Was it the specs, the computer specs one, is it? Matthew, you're muted. Yeah, so currently booking, what's the difference with these two courses? Receive an email. Okay, Matthew, can hear me, right? Maybe can, if not, you email, you message the chat. You're muted, by the way.
Sorry, may I ask the question?
Yes.
Is
What's up, Rodney?
Yeah, okay. I want to know what's the difference between this 6 project in 6 days and these new courses. Do I have to apply for this one also, or I should continue that? But it seems that this course is it has a lot of benefit. Can you guide me? What should I do? I should fill up the form again, and is that another course, or I should continue the 6 project in 6 days?
Okay, Jin Yong, sorry, I will answer that, but you see the question, that's the question for you. So sorry, just now it was lagging. So for actually the six projects in 6 days is the current course that you need to do. So the old one is called Explorer Lab. So if you did an Explorer Lab one, you can reapply, and then I'll resend you the new email. Okay? So the one that you're doing is correct. And from the projects that we do in 6 in 6, all right, you can submit it to your Replit profile. All right.
Yes, I already finished and I submitted.
Mhm.
And I think is that the open the new courses, which is that now I'm in, I can say HTML text-based elements. This is the one I'm doing now. I'm learning actually, and then the next is HTML line. As it has a lot of thing here. I can see it's coding based experience, CSPD coding fundamentals level 1, and all of this is open for now. I can learn. I should continue this, or I have to apply it again. Is that same?
So it's the same. So you don't have to. Once you finish it, you make sure all your code is shared on Replit, and you can upload your Replit profile.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, and thank you. Jin Yong, you wanna take that?
Yeah. So how many hours you recommend per day to do the program, and how long would it take to finish the program with recommended hours per day? I'm a full-time worker. Thank you. Okay. So actually, I have a breakdown on this. If you're looking at 8 to 10 hours a day, then you're looking at a timeline of 4 to 6 months. So let's say you're doing 8 hours a day. So if you can do 4 hours, So you're looking at around 12 months or so, right? Around 10 to 12 months. And then anything less than 4 hours a day, you're looking at more than 12 months already. Yeah, right. So 2 to 3 hours a day, then you're looking at a little bit longer. But actually, to be fair, is I think within 12 months is a realistic expectation, because if you complete the whole thing, which we are talking about back end and then a capstone project and all that, then yes, it will take more than 12 months. But if you are just applying for a front end role, all right, so that means you do coding fundamentals, which would take maybe by default it will take 1 month, right? Yeah. But then if it takes longer, then it will take you maybe 4 months like that. Front end then will take you maybe like 3 months to 4 months, and then you complete your project. Then yeah, you can start applying for jobs as well.
Sorry, but basically, like for this one, the people that sponsor, okay, they want you to complete the program lah. Yeah, they do
The
want
whole
you
program, right?
program and finish all the things so that like you are a better coder lah. You hire a better coder. Yeah,
I
so
understand.
mm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think that's a very good point.
mhm.
Because if you are able to learn up the whole things, you have a lot more advantage, and people are willing to get you for your talent.
Yeah. So and
So
thank you. I will explain what is the difference between the two courses. Yeah, it's just the length of time. The materials are all roughly the same. So for the on-site one, your classes are every day actually. And then like from 9, like we expect you to be like working from about 9 to 5 or so, like just working on it. And then you can finish in 4 months. Yeah. So that's our boot camp, our on-site and our online boot camp. Okay. So will we help you to make a CV? No, but we will read through your CV and we'll give you some comments. Yeah, we can do, right? Do we do that?
we
Hey,
will
hello.
also be
Can I ask you a
giving.
question?
Wait, hold on. We answer this question, then
Yeah.
we
All right.
Yeah. So we do provide a CV template as well, 2 CV templates which you can actually follow along. Yeah, and we have a step-by-step guide on like how do you make sure that it looks impressive. Yeah. So we don't you know. Yeah. So basically you have templates to follow already. So it makes your life a lot easier.
Okay, I will address the 2
Hope that
questions.
answers your question.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, Adam, do you wanna ask a question?
Yeah. Thank you. So for me, I guess they join the session right now.
Oh no.
So I think you're almost to conclude the course. So I just want to ask because I see this course available for the refugees, right? So I am refugee person living in Malaysia. So I just want to know that. So this is the course provided the fully scholarship for refugees, or they need to pay, for example, some fees. So I just wanted to clarify this point. And the second question is, so for example, the course is gonna be online, or there is the physical the session that the people need to attend? Thank you.
Okay, let me just speak about it. Let me just speak about that very clearly. No worries, this meeting is recorded, so you can watch it again later. Okay, we'll upload it on our website www.sigmaschool.co/s2c. So, for your first question, it's regarding the payment, right? So right now we are in discussion with Shopper 360. Okay, so what's happening now is like, for a lot of all these coding programs, like even the one run in the past, the completion rate is actually very low lah. So they are very worried, and we haven't come to any decision yet, but we are discussing whether we want to do a refundable deposit, and yeah, but I cannot tell you for sure yet, to be honest. Yeah. So
because the UNHCR already shared to among refugees that they're telling us this is the free course as the scholarship for refugees.
Okay, yeah. So it's a scholarship.
Is that correct?
It's not. So basically, when we talk about scholarship programs, right? So what happens is, in a normal scholarship program, if you are a citizen, usually like they can hold you to a lot of things, write a contract and hold you to it. But for these kind of status, like there is very little ways to safeguard that except for putting deposit. But yeah, no worries. This one is not confirmed yet. All right. This one is not confirmed yet. And then the other question is it online or offline? So we have 2 modes. Our part-time one is fully online. but our full-time one, we have online and offline. Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, the course will be in English. So yeah, it will be better if you can speak as much English. And when it comes to coding jobs, usually also your employers will speak in English. Most of the language are English, like English based as well. Yeah. So this is our website. All right. So the meeting should end like about now. All right. I'll just go see there's no more questions here. I think I addressed everything except for 2 here, right? So I'll just quickly do it. Yep. I will check with on the form by tomorrow. You will know. All right. Tomorrow I'll get back to you. And that's it, I think. Yes. If you don't have it, you can just, yeah, I will speak to to you, Habib. Yeah, I will message you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. This meeting will be recorded and you will be able to find it on the website, sigmaschool.co/S2C. We'll upload it on our YouTube page so that you can share, you can watch it again, if anything. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah. That's all. Thank you. You all can leave.
Everyone, hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Rest well, everyone.
Rest well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, the meeting is dismissed.
Yes. All right. So you guys can all can head off already. Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.
I thought it's starting at 8 p.m.
Oh no. Yes. Started at 8 and finish at 9.
Oh, it's finished, but I thought it's starting at 8 p.m.
Oh, I think your time zone
like
is
that.
different. Yeah, maybe I think your time zone is different. That's why.
Oh, it was.
Because we're at GMT +8. Yeah, Malaysian time.
Oh, it was Malaysia time. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. You can check it out our recording. Yeah.
Okay, I will check the recording.
site now.
Oh,
All right.
thank
Okay.
you.
Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.